What is happening, family? Shout out to the LDBC. This is Asher's Corner. Now, I'm going to talk briefly about this undercard that will be televised at 6:45 p.m. today. That time is Eastern time, okay? 6:45 p.m. Eastern time today. The undercard will be televised. Will be shown on YouTube on Showtime Boxing Channel. But I'm going to start with the first fight that's going to be on YouTube, and that's Maya Ellis is going to be facing Unica Best. Now, this is both of these ladies' first pro bout, okay? So right now, both these ladies at 0-0, haven't thrown one punch at the professional level. Maya Ellis came in at 131. She's 5'9". She's 19 years old, and she's fighting out of Baltimore. Now, Best came in at 123. She's 5'2", and a southpaw, 28 years old, fighting out of North Carolina. Now, I'm going to say this. Maya Ellis is 5'9". I'm 5'9" and a half, and that was my weight class, 130, 135. Okay, she's fighting at that weight class. She's that tall. All of her competition is going to be 5'2". So in my opinion, because of her height and her advantage, I've seen her hitting the pads. She's pretty good. She's relaxed. She should be a force at that weight class. Okay, I know from experience, ain't nobody is going to take so much work to get to her if she knows what she's doing because of her height and maybe her reach. Her reach hasn't been recorded yet because, of course, like I said, this is both of these ladies pro bout. But I'm going to be watching, be keeping my eye on Maya Ellis to make sure she is indeed what she's supposed to be at that weight class with that height. But moving on, I say Maya Ellis donish Best. I don't think this is going to be a 4-round fight. She might stop Best. Now, moving on, we have DeMichael Harris. He's fighting Imoni Sanders. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. But he had a different opponent at first, but now this is his opponent. That the one that's on the screen. His name is Sanders. Harris though is 1-0. This is his second professional fight. He's 22 years old. He's 5'11", born in Ohio and fights out of Georgia right now. Now his opponent Sanders is 0-3. This is his fourth professional fight, but he's lost all 3 fights. He's been knocked out all 3 times of all 3 fights. I believe he only had 4 rounds under his belt, so he gets knocked out quick. First round knockouts. He's 20 years old. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Harris. The Baltimore, Harris is a Ohio fighter, born in Ohio, fights out of Georgia. I'm gonna go with him via knockout. Now, Malik Warren is said to be the next Gervonta Davis. He's a fast and flashy fighter, and I like the way he fights. I will tune into this fight. His record is 2-0. This is his 3rd professional fight. He's 19 years old, and we're gonna see, what he got, because this guy Trayvon Butts is 3-0, and with 2 knockouts. He's fought for 7 rounds. He's 25 years old. He's 5'8", and he fights out of Georgia. But listen, man, and Malik Warren is born and raised in Baltimore, fights out of Baltimore. This is gonna be a alright fight, man. I don't know what how it's gonna look, but what I can tell you is Malik Warren will win this fight. Now, moving on to Kareem Martin. Now, Kareem Martin is 13-2-1. 13 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He has 4 knockouts. He's fought for 76 rounds. He has a knockout rating of 25%. He's 24 years old. He's 5'7" with a 65-inch reach, and he fights out of Clinton, Maryland. Now, Trayshawn Wiggins was the person that was said to fight him. That guy has been replaced by Petros Anaya. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but he is a fighter out of Russia. Well, he is Russian, but he fights out of Brooklyn, New York. His record is 14-1-2 with 7 knockouts. He has fought for 99 rounds. He has a knockout rating of 41.18%. He's 31 years old. He's 5'8.5", and he is a super lightweight fighter. Both of these fighters is 140-pound fighters, and both of them made weight. I do not know who's going to win. I don't know. I haven't really seen much tape on Wiggins. I didn't really check it. I mean, I'm sorry, not Wiggins, on Petros. I haven't really checked tape on him. But it might be a very entertaining fight, but I don't know who's going to win. I really don't. But I'm going to stick with Maryland and just go with Kareem Martin for the win I believe, this fight. And this is an 8-round fight, so I'm going to go with Kareem Martin to edge it out with in an 8-round fight decision. Now, the next fight is going to be Malik Hawkins versus Darren Price. This is going to be a good-ass fight. All right, and it's going to be telling to see who's, you know what I'm saying, who's better than the other. Their stats and everything is pretty close. Darren Price is a good fighter, yo. He's a very good fighter. But I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the specs real quick. Malik Hawkins is 17-0, 10 knockouts, he fought for 74 rounds. He has a knockout rating of 58.82%. He's 23 years old. He's 6 foot tall with a 73-inch reach, and he's fighting at 147 pounds, and he made weight. Darren Price made weight also. His specs and record is 16-0, 9 knockouts, 73. He's fought for 73 rounds. He has a knockout rating of 56.25%. He's 30 years old. He's 5'11" with a 73-inch reach. And, of course, yeah, he's a welterweight fighter as well. Now, Darren Price has a very long jab, a very good jab, and he works behind that jab. All right? Everything comes off the jab, and he throws it out a lot. A 75-inch reach on a man that's 5'11" is nothing to ignore. Okay? And this is at welterweight. Malik Hawkins isn't far behind because Price only has a 2-inch reach advantage on Hawkins. He has a big reach advantage on a lot of his competition, but Darren Price had a bad injury. I forgot what he tore, but it had him out for a whole year, and now he's back. And I believe he had a fight, and this would be his second fight back since his injury. And the man is out for blood. He calls himself the Hannibal at welterweight. I don't see that. Most definitely not at welterweight, but the man is a good fighter. You know, he does have boxing ability. He's not a big puncher, but he uses that jab, I'm telling you. And Malik Hawkins has a good jab also, but I don't want this to be the war of the jabs. I don't want that to happen at all. He's going to need to slip that jab and follow up to the head or to the chest, even if he can't reach his body, because just like I said, and you know, Darwin keeps his body away from the punches. Like he was training with Manny Pacquiao. He has good trainers. You know, he's a very good fighter, man. Like, this is going to be a hard fight for Malik Hawkins, but I'm going to go with Malik Hawkins and winning this fight and edging it out in a 10-round decision. We're going to see what time it is when it comes to to Malik Hawkins tonight. This fight right here is his toughest fight to date by far, okay, in my opinion. But just like I said, I'm going to go with Malik Hawkins to edge this 10-round fight out in a victory, maybe a split or unanimous decision. But always like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment sections if you're going to even watch these fights and who you think is going to win, man. There's talent on this card that's just not going to be televised. Again, tune in on YouTube, Showtime Boxing at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace.